Imagine if Texas was half its size, or if Nevada never existed. The US map could have looked very different. State lines weren't always set in stone. In fact, many were almost drawn completely differently. Some due to political deals, others because of pure chaos. Let's dive into the US states that almost had different borders. Let's start with Texas. Did you know that Texas was almost 5 different states? When Texas joined the US in 1845, it had the right to divide itself into multiple states if it wanted to. There were serious talks about splitting it into regions like Jefferson and Rio Grande. Imagine how different the South would look today if Texas wasn't the mega-state it is now. Oklahoma was almost 2 states. In 1905, Native American leaders proposed a separate state called Sequoia in what is now eastern Oklahoma. It even had its own constitution and a proposed capital. But Congress rejected it, and instead, Oklahoma became one unified state in 1907. Now here's a wild one. Nevada wasn't even supposed to be a state. Originally, most of what's now Nevada was part of Utah territory. But during the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln wanted more political power in Congress, so he rushed Nevada into statehood in 1864, before it even had enough people. If history had gone differently, Nevada could still be part of Utah today. Wyoming's shape makes no sense compared to most states. That's because it was drawn entirely by Congress, using straight lines rather than natural borders. If early explorers had more influence, Wyoming might have extended into Montana, or even absorbed part of Colorado. Before Tennessee existed, there was almost a state called Franklin in the 1780s. Settlers in eastern Tennessee wanted to break away from North Carolina and form their own state. It even had its own governor. But the US Congress never recognized it, and eventually, Franklin disappeared into what became Tennessee. Michigan and Ohio actually went to war over their borders. The 2 states both claimed the Toledo Strip, a small piece of land near modern-day Toledo. Armed militias actually faced off, but no real battle happened. In the end, Congress gave Ohio the Toledo Strip, and to compensate Michigan, they gave them the Upper Peninsula, which ironically, turned out to be full of valuable minerals. So next time you look at a US map, remember, it could have been completely different. Borders were drawn by war, politics, and sometimes just random decisions. Which alternate state do you wish had happened? Let me know in the comments.